also second. And then amanebo about ni ebi say eba ni say na could do this stage. I don't pay any MPP ni NDC for channel. Well, NPP ni say NDC for e kan won na ya could do say situation because omo di E-levy buy NDC for anti ase. Anything na yakọ say situation na maybe say Evan say sa and ana enti join discussion on 0503 236 735 0503 236 735 for messages bra maybe a phone line so am na atwetwe nkomo kwan ebe mu a maybe a wo fifi anope a wo kokrom na so pese wo di nkomo ye chi a wo betuma ko Facebook at Active TV Ghana at Active TV Ghana. Ubie anasa wo type at Active TV Ghana na logos bebre beba. Ba logo ambese wo di echire pa ye logo ya tro active na abo anoma eni eda ho ko na obefa Active TV Ghana. Na YouTube also Active TV GH at Active TV GH. The children na like page, like channel, no subscribe to the channel, no. O subscribe we are. Adoma kitu ebi beba nchen. Mi aso a. Ebema options miensa all personalized and anan. Me pacho. Me pe wase mtinti me so befa all. For all. O for all na say anytime you be call live ewo YouTube and I say ye the video we be to YouTube no. Una be di kan enya answer na obi bia enya. Enti bo modern say obe subscribe to channel no mame na wodo comment so ato ho mekan amao message no and I say text line here 0503 236 735 0503 236 735. This year I know you are live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook at the moment. Into me mouse some few minutes. Your Facebook and YouTube to see me mouse some few seconds. Now what they I bring what they are call na say wako like page no amame now we connected to Facebook near to check in common number obe free say ye be phone lines na 0245954615 and no offer patcho ma the volume on your TV set no embra for mame ene anope na ye check in common fe fa Ghana ho na me bon kai say Ivan Abekayen san ene ye share Ghana ranked second as the country with defaults in debts by Bloomberg into Amaneboy Ohon. Just Ghana, yet the car am I into me into ya. Na oka amama inya omodeke nyina boma a omutu mi nti omokana Ghana yet also second. Even Russia Ukraine. Woma omanya ntokwa krapu Ukraine cried at 7 to say 8. Na ya ntokwa na mfa ye hono so omo na de omo ye excuse da Ivan, good morning.
Good morning, Odia.
Na apomote saying.
Nyame adom.
We shall say with MPP delegates conference course over the weekend. Omoya new secretary. Were you surprised?
No, I think that not many surprised because the overwhelming disappointment in Ghana for about this particular Akufo-Addo led MPP administration. Na clearly no. Obia all share what is going on Nubia no Nema na Nubia was expecting say certain effort will be taken by folks in the MPP to rehabilitate the tattered structure of the party. Cause party no abaye so unattractive MPP Akufo by now the party was so attractive. Among for feeling proud to align themselves to the party. But now yaba bedru baby we see krom na bisasa when MPP ni everybody shying away. People don't even want to wear t-shirts and as a forum because of what I call the monumental display of saying bad governance by the Akufo-Addo. And to be a guarantee, among for our more delegate conference, went with a single objective to rehabilitate the party. Because I'm free say by be a partner party in the Namsono and yes, Akufo MPP no. So it's time for them to say a bit me taking the leadership of the party from individuals or free say or run the party into the ditch in the back to the tracks. Sebeya or me I'm making certain effort to rebrand the party because don't forget the party will be contesting the upcoming election 2024. So we had the image of party in the war. Now we had the kind of a disappointment or Ghana for mu. Now we signed the party which is uncle for way answer clearly. I say and the other said near Mabekoye. So party folks, you know, delegate in him say, a binary failure or mama party, no cry, fear party, no. So there is the need for them to wash the party. Is the reason why Omokoye, upon all the support coming from the incumbent. Don't forget, John Bodo, the General Secretary, enjoy the tacit support of the Flagstaff House.
Sure.
The president and all his top brass of power were in support. And we have a report from the grounds upon all the monies, the goodies, everything shared. Say Ankaman for me, I'm maintaining the status quo. No, people for say no. It is time for us to rehabilitate our party. It is time for us to take over our party. Because I will hear intervention by certain individuals like Woon to me in Kumasi, when he assembled all the regional executive, 15 out of the 16, to declare support for John Boadu and other incumbent supporters. Of course, and now in the face of all these things, delegates, to tier the incumbent, your friend is saying, candidate, and clearly, folks in MPP no quite lose hope and confidence in the current structure of governance. Now, what in China, then there's a way. Party for now, it was a vote of no confidence in the leadership structure of Akufo-Addo. Our Mufri said there is the need for us to take our party away from these guys. Now, yam position party is viable. Now, atimi are attractive going into the next elections. But they say the other side, this ostentatious display of wealth. When you go into internal party elections, among for FASO, throw monies around. So I heard the videos that were emerging. I didn't see 50 Ghana cedis at the spot, and among 100 Ghana cedis note. It was 200 cedis note all over. Sikana ye channel to say, your friend say, ye chat offing among kra in the broad day, the cameras are all over. And this is our mania. You see, you call IMF. So you begin the question we've not been asking ourselves over the years, and they say some of these promises are politicians, and I'm for more contested for some of these positions. Yes, sir. Member delegate be 1,000 and I say 2,000 Ghana cedis. Now we had a number of delegates over 7,000 individuals. Now we say, if one is any panel, any security free. Ajuma be na oye na income ne say na say donation kwa na man for your man na sources na if and free. You see, until say you be take steps. Now you go into some of these things. Whether can man for fast or fund obi timi koto motorbike 4 years ago yet the car the recent the call ye chairman your call ye and make you promise or no koto buses
275 buses
265 and to we obi a we nyansani then you begin to ask yourself say ajuma be na oya obetimi such money or koto buses and then say for our chairman man for we saw people sharing fridge and this thing cut across the political divide and this MPP in a Koswa we see some of these things but only thing is these people have taken it to a different level. Yeah, check bicycle, yeah, check fridge, yeah, yes. And I'm ya nipa no mkoche na ba, omo sign ba. I come on masem. Obi say oh maybe them ma 5,000, me ma 5,000, but me through e be me timi hu say the other opponent no ma 7,000 timi nko bi na majai. Na bi san say fa na wonya sa sika no. Clearly a show say political corruption na ye ka no e ho na start free. Say your effort be as you bet media stem the situation e ho e na yes start free. Cause delegate ni dem a catch say so ope nipa mo ye corrupt within this political structure ya eti hu ayomo because mo they are always there. Elections like this a cocoa season and they don't care about nipa or quality and also way it is about the highest bidder. You're selling the party to him. So at the end of the day, if you're not careful, the party will just run into a ditch. Individuals who may not have the clue, who may not have the interest even of the party, by momo or sika the money to just throw money around and buy their way. No? I think that we need to rehabilitate the entire political architecture now, not the excessive monetization of our political enterprise. You do away with it. Now you put a premium on merit. Individuals of value or more the intellectual weight, the capacity to help us come up with policies and strategies. A bit to me, I'm attractive. Now I transcend it to the people on the grassroots because it is the quality of men you put at various leadership positions. The rank because general secretary automatically sit at cabinet. So imagine say while to about general secretary anti-boy now got in a cabinet meeting. What I say. So I think we need to look at value in individuals. It is not about money. Money is but you see, when you talk about policy, governance, leadership, and staff, now And yet about money. It is about people with intellectual wit. I'll make me a professor alternative, make me a boy, me a savage turning the situation around. Because so what we are saddled with in the last 4 to 8 years, 6 years in this particular country, we are Ghana it's heartbreaking. The failure hasn't only been monumental, but heartbreaking. Because I heard the extent of damage caused to the economy of this particular country by same folks. Clearly, we need to re-strategize, prioritize your political, your friends' interest. It is about value, putting premium on the individuals of value, not individuals with money. Say you're calling that particular tangent. We will not always be sitting on TV and be complaining. Because so what the power money power only what it takes to fix a problem. What do you expect from them? Because it's not as though he doesn't have a clue.
Sure.
And that is the problem. It's the reason why I hear the economic mess here. The finance minister and other people will come and tell you, say, near my air driving inflation in Ghana, no, there is absolutely nothing that they can do about it. But the person tells you, say, or then the word the magic wine to turn the situation around. But at this point, wakwasi now the IMF no more demonize your cassette or more. The finance minister recently in one of his public address demonized why we should not go to IMF and or say other credit is out of his table. So a few weeks after, if such a character comes back to tell you, oh, we are doing that, we are going back to IMF on the basis of having being a principled person, you know, on that particular basis, you have to tender your resignation. But you be saying some resign, nothing is a so he will not abandon his child. Child ben, child nankasa would that because the economy who supervise, you know, you have aborted that particular baby already even before birth. So what is it that protect, you know? But because he has no sense of shame, he has no sense of remorse. Because they are arrogant and full of themselves, still believe that they have whatever it takes to turn this particular situation around. He doesn't even feel that he has messed up. That is why I told you, sir, mess are such that even where maybe as a feeling responsible for a situation, they don't even realize it, let alone so or act about the situation. So I think going forward is a lesson to all of us. Going forward, you know, since the inception of this particular Fourth Republic, always we sit and we complain. Then time has come for us to just re-strategize and prioritize. Okay, henceforth, you know, before I cast my vote for Obino, first I'm looking at value in that particular individual. What is that person bringing on board? It is not about money. The very moment to be false, set to Abama Meno, he doesn't have what it takes. But rather than a young compromise, not give me power. And I said, what me Toma and I said, what the mommy we are? Do you think you can hold me accountable? It's the reason why your parliament is here. Answer na Ghana near MPP and NDC, or be me rise through primaries and as why I made as an MP, no? Nesika Bosia wabon on Famobia or the ma party for na delegate just to Sabaya or Batua Bamano. A dinipana parliament, we are a car, a dinner anymore, we are bank loan, or be or call loan shots in a money sika, or be on a sponsor, and as for a cartridge dinner, try to wish as an MP. Waban so party for Basia good or Genesika. He's an individual, what do you expect from him? So he will be engaging in business a bit me abuano, Sabaya obey me, and certain financial clout. I'll make me dealing with the situation. About the interest of the people at the grassroots, and we complain, you know. He doesn't give a damn about that because what on position in a man. But the idea says it's about value. You look at what the person has. Now you intimate one or 7 years waiting me about to solve problems. But the trend you're moving in the parliament because I don't see a reason why I should pay my way to get to parliament. I can't do that. You understand? Because I'm not coming to me baby out now because I'm in bribe. What I say, I'm using my time, the kind of intelligence that I have, the weight, my commitment, passion, everything to serve a country. So why should I bribe you to help solve a problem? What I say, if we will begin to reorient and have that particular mentality, I think that a lot of stuff will change because the structure now, the entire political architecture now, I believe we need a massive rehabilitation. Unless you rehabilitate, you know, now you infuse you with your friend is saying and value certain principles into it, you know. I think that we continue to be like this. It's the reason why we are here.
On a crop of new leaders, you know, do you think that they can break the 8 that they are seeking for?
You see, where we've got into breaking the 8, you know, and yet contingent on individuals, a party, or mobile at this particular point. It is about the government machinery and its performance over the years. So, sir, General Secretary, nobody even knows him. You understand that? Even though he has been at the trenches for some time, but within the larger political space, you know, he's a novice. What I say? So I'm not sure any Ghanaian are feeling disappointed about the prevailing circumstances. Who say so because MPP for assistant at the new general secretary about, you know, by the end of the day you talk about general secretary, you know, do they even come close to the corridors of power? What I say? Even the general secretary, you know, the influence within the affairs of government, saying case say a party manner. So I have seen a lot of discussion going on. You see, people have decided to dwell on the trivialities. Think and say, even though the MPP has taken certain effort to rehabilitate the party, because in the face of Ghanaians, and the party looks so unattractive. But I don't see the connection between that particular thing and capturing power going into 2024. Because you see, at this particular point, the Ghana for feeling a disappointment. Because I look at the structure of the economy, and that was the trump card of this particular administration. We listen to Baumia, we listen to Ken Oforiatta, we listen to the president, and we listen to all these individuals from one aligned up who have toyed and messed up with the economy of this particular country, you know, giving us a lot of assurances. In some of we are going the industrial way, we are going to revolutionize this particular enterprise. Industries will come on stream. Ghana for import, but we are seeing the contrary. What I say, these are the crux of the issue Ghanaians are going to look at for. Look at the banking sector crisis. I told you, a government that will make it a deliberate policy to create unemployment by crashing banks out of political vindictiveness, because he decided, so we'll leave me a party for forgetting say crashing that particular economy, these particular banks, you know, will have a reverse an inverse impact on the growth of the economy. Now taxes, individuals are losing mojuma a further burden on this particular country. What I say, creating artificial hardship. And in the face of that, you know, what is the government doing? What has been done over the years to ensure that the burden of unemployment to a certain extent, you know, is mitigated?
And apparently, also might employ more people. With the one district to a factory, you know, and are planting for food and jobs, you know.
You see, these are just comic reliefs. People just throw in their wake just to justify the monumental incompetence Akufo-Addo over the years has played. Except to China. What's China? And Africa, Cambodia, and Bayan. Are we not in Ghana? So planting for food in Nasa for Juma Eoha. Why even for the first time our schools are not even having food in Nasa for them, complaining food shortages, Lumi all over. What has been the outcome? Import ben free sa planting for food maba ya ton adia kwa abonten. When at this point my catcher say over $399 million ekra moba kroma planting for food no hefa. It was all over in the news quite recently. Say import cassava into this particular country, planting for food and jobs no hefa. One district, one factory. What is the factory? If I ya fa adwuma ni padodo sen na yetimi aformo, go and check your friend saying the statistics out there, the number of Ghanaians or Motimi within this short period. The government even doesn't have the numbers. They just come and just throw out your friend saying, oh, your nipa. So, just probably what they are in government. So, ask them to provide you the data, the statistics. Because in the US and other places, that is what they do. On monthly, on quarterly basis, the number of individuals for more Juma, baby Juma, Deben, all these things comes out. How loud this particular government, MPP government is. Do you think this almost factory, Papa Boo, baby, and Nipa word, no more, yeah. And they will not even show them on TV. That is absolutely nothing. Me say, it is the politics of narrative. That is all that they are interested to drive the conversation. Tell people, say, we have done this. Because fortunately for them, they have a media that will help them to spin, yes, the narrative, just to spread falsehood within that for them. So one district, one factory, a huge narration all over and spring it within your ear. So if you are not careful and go into ask questions, you believe say Juma. But in reality, these are things I also. So you see, it's not as though the government is doing anything particular and people have decided to bash them. Me who report about one thing as to whether the level of confidence Ghanaians have in Akufo-Addo government. Almost a movie said nipa 10 9 say this particular country heading towards a wrong direction.
And that is why Yakodu situation now we are the
Exactly.
we are being ranked as the second default when it comes to
Yeah.
paying debts. But my main kind treats we are Kojo upon Nkrumah
Okay.
after the election of the newly executive, but we information you say on one side could delete Twitter. I don't know say who I've who Twitter now.
Okay.
Let me get it. I'm almost there. Okay, I'll say congratulations to chairman in team, General Secretary JFK, that is Justin Frimpong Kudia, and all our executives. Sorry. The elephant is our winning symbol. Time to work together to get Ghana out of the woods and do the unprecedented. Opposite at 12:48 a.m.
Yeah.
17th of July.
Yeah.
That was Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But it's not unrelated to it, because of Tamoka said, time to work together to get Ghana out of the woods and do the unprecedented.
Yeah. We see, fortunately for him, unfortunately for him, that Sunday night I was monitoring the election, so I didn't sleep. So the maminya I wish you say JFK no, I win no. I remember who say Kojo upon Nkrumah this particular tweet because now Omunyan declare results no, but he wrote this particular tweet going ahead of the EC.
Yeah.
So it was a confirmation that JFK now win. It means it was an inside.
I also confirmed my before I post what Mr. was saying.
Yeah, I saw it. It's
yes.
true. I saw it at 90. I think few minutes after he posted, I saw it. And clearly, now they will have baby original. So it's a clear admission. Say we are not even in the wood. We are in the bush. Oh yes, we are not in the woods. We are in the bush, just living a wondrous life. You can't sojourner. What you say? Sojourner is somebody living a wondrous life. As a one and baby, your soul is not at rest. Ghana no, Yabeye, Ghana has become a sojourner in the bush. Just say we are just wandering about. That is the point we've got into. And you see, it's so shameful because you see, so what's the reason why sometimes I don't talk much about Ghanaian political history is that it's full of disappointment and other things. Baby, SNK, Yadruno, we shouldn't be talking about this thing. And Ghana in any international rating, is ranked among rogue nations. Rogue nations. So any statistics be able to baby Iran will be able to Ghana or baby Afghanistan will be able to Ghana or baby your friends Russia will be able to Ghana or baby North Korea will be able to Ghana or baby Syria will be able to Ghana or baby Afghanistan will be able to Ghana or so Ghana is being ranked among rogue nations. That is our credibility now. But go back to 1960, 1957 thereabout. Ghana was a shining star, the black star of Africa. Mekacho say in the sub-region, yes, secure your independence, we inspired 31 other countries in 10 years to gain independence. Which means democracy are practicing. We are the torch bearers. Left here and countries saw it and they took inspiration from Ghana. Economically, they all had a drive and Nkrumah there bar to rehabilitate the entire economic structure of Ghana. Say, go the industrial way, maybe production and so forth. There were a lot of countries that were looking at us and maybe taking inspiration. So our democracy was a shining star. For to draw inspiration. But in every rating, countries now no more draw inspiration from us. Don't come any close to us because quite recently the same Bloomberg about the can say. The worst performing currency in the whole of Africa is Ghana cedi. And the whole world crown ahead of just the Russian your friends ruble. It was because of the war that was going on. Worst performing currency. And this debt distress will come and say me. Me who ya man for making the news in the message. Now me try radio soon country. CFR tracker on debt vulnerability your friends saying rescue nearby Ghana it was saying countries no more outline not Ghana shembi Sri Lanka, Argentina, Zambia. These are countries that we were ranked among them say in the next 5 years 10 countries likely to default on their debt. Ghana can and I'm going to give you the breakdown why we are here say. And yes, we'll be Tanya Kufado. And then yes, we'll be here spending propaganda. These are the facts because the last time we were Kyei, maybe I have a catch say IMF a project say Ghana be we this year. Now your debt to your GDP will be around 84.6%. So you can go back to the previous videos.
Yes, I remember.
That is the same position Bloomberg stated yesterday. So Ghana will end this particular year. Now your debt to your GDP 86 points. Your friend is saying 84.6 to our GDP. But you see, Adam Akacho said going for IMF program, no, they are going to reprofile our public debt because abano despite ujisika boom na yajijini nyina there are huge debt sitting on state your friend is saying companies and corporations books man the same abano na koboye but omo kan your debt na no more shada years in China but don't forget that we are paying all this money. The last time I told you about Esla say that kwa bobusia and Bosiano is sitting right in our books are buying elebetia and you because you're the your friend is you said that bond. Government is going to pay and you'll be an equakutia and know your taxes and they pay, so it's public debt. So if you want now back, your friend is saying get funder. Yes, certain up say the air boy schools here, this is here, then the mass scholarship and as for the same Akufuado are buying a tam. Get funded in the Kwakwa Jebosia over $1.5 billion. We are going to pay that particular debt, you know. And you may na kwaji and you papa na kwaji ye. And then your friends say, "Mo ready we na kwaji ye." I are buying the kwaji ye, so government is going to pay. So that particular money, no, will be reprofiled. No matter kind of public debt, you know. If we go back to Cocoa Board, na me kase Cocoa Board, many Cocoa Board to the stand say. Say I'm no kase. Cocoa Board over 16 billion Ghana cedis debt sitting in their books. 16 billion no. Quite recently now it was 12. Omontia no mote ho na nyina ba bedu 16 billion sitting in Cocoa Board way so. Cocoa Board now kwaje cocoa syndicated way $1.3 billion. Okabo me saying the same way na akọ your friend is saying African Development Bank akwaje $600 million. I know so city on their books. Sika maka kabom Cocoa Board nko na fa beka public na fa ka esla de no ho na fa ka your friend is saying esla de no ho na fa beka get funded de no ho saying and other state corporations are no more ya now be say I want say Cocoa Board no kwan be na fa so ya run no ya run say ya dey pa de na say dey boka because okoha now the structure yes ho you will CEO deputy CEO deputy to the this na sika these individuals are drawing on monthly basis as stipends emolument your friends allowances no what here we show that the Cocoa Board as a body no is running on zero credit. Zero credit credit I think that is understatement. They are running on a negative credit. Because a cash so but every month we are sika boom over about 70,000 Ghana cedis. Edit any paka sa on fan konkodi. That is on my yete ho wenne. Enti e ka no nyesa agro bi na yedi. O ka na amene Ghana to enti okay kan sa niema we nyina boma. Your debt to your GDP no is the reason why people were speculating that is around 97. Because a car she baby a yenya fa meka ho nyina be ka ho wie na ye betwam that particular way, no. So our debt to our GDP is eclipsing almost 100%. And
already, yes, a buying person $1 billion because if you don't take it, they cannot pay salaries for this month, August, and then September.
No, you see, it's a classic sign of how reckless this particular managers of this particular economy has been. Because the economy are quite recently. Capital infusion about Okroma. Me say Eurobond on kwan na over $11 billion na amba. Bosia yabobobo. Neme decisions ya come. Yes, revenues so about my revenues going somewhere around 500 billion. 500 billion no loans in in terms of revenue because oil force 3 are coming on stream and other revenues are gold in as for my yeton and as for nyina. Revenues are buying some in that particular way no. Because I say dey na edisika na ye. COVID-19 by sika enya e dey na edisika na ye. So some no can answer one kasa wo repeat you. So what I'm saying is sika dey bia ba kroma mo bia na adaw. But it is how those monies are being used for. these individuals have worsened the prospect of this particular economy, long term, short term, medium term. There is no future for this particular country because of that reckless and senseless streak of borrowing. Because you cannot buy a jejena yedi. Now, my year budget me assess over 3 billion at the Flaster House. South Flaster House will be the year no ho. Okay, can I say government assess a certain initiative? Initiative, I don't know who is accounting to who. Your terms, other critical sector like health, other critical sector like education and other areas now. As you pump sika come you making sure say you bet me put a coming out of viable policies, you know. This one district, one factory, these are areas our bank can invest massively because so we invest in those areas and translate it into your friend is saying public way bet your mama for any those areas we are not interested. But the Flagstaff House and you say Office of Government Machinery, you know, yet to meet time over 500 million. Now yet to meet time sika over about 3 billion. So from 2017 to 2021 we are by way. In terms of increment, and Makacha said it is around 937.8% increment. But from 76 to over 3 billion. And yes, it's a Kogu Flaster House. So Sikano, people have decided to waste the money. Because and say all the credit rating we know are downgraded. Our carbon is all 1 billion ya pay. He said almost action so now that Sasika then never Okroma and the government is begging say more because all we can do is say we are borrowing our way out of a debt.
Sure.
I said what damn and we are still digging. Who to us instead of so finding your way out and you are just digging. By the time I will realize now I cover also. So Ghana is in the ditch and consistently we are digging. By the time you right now, my eyes are okay. So are you telling me that from the president to the vice president, that wakasa kroma na no but we have jina hana sa wakasa I say your friends we are see nyansa nyina ni team na nobody is coming up with an alternative. You bet me a generating money. And at this point, this guy shamelessly take a podium and he's telling you that he's giving you a lecture. And Ghanaians are Ghana for now sometimes are serious because you see where the comic display are also within the political arena now. They are doing it because we seem to be interested. Because I see no reason why people should give Baumian attention. Because we saw it in some more kind. Not baby or minor bedroom yet the car to the stand say yet the can I come in revenue say even says Uncle Bob was saying, but nobody is thinking about how we can generate revenue.
But also the solution to all this problem is making the economy a digital one.
That is a joke of a statement. That is what I'm telling you is you are not serious if you take the vice president serious. I don't sometimes you know you don't know what goes on in his head because it wasn't not the same man who said say Ghana card who here. A change, your friend is saying 100
1,000 interchange.
Ghana card, you know, you transfer to coin, and I say, who a comment the war over Ghana card now. Why? You see, sometimes a year almost a month for cassette I am penny for sometimes you see, it is about in somehow be free or no maka. Coco can't send me say, Obiti will catch us as you beauty in your room, now you send it to us because you are if you are because how can you make such comments at the time a Ghana for near bre say at least we are all in crisis. And this is a vice president who touted himself as an economic messiah. Among for say, you are talking about the digital thing. Now, besides a digital we know all kind of government and digital infrastructure there and almost set in place. Because the Accra Digital Center was in place before they came. People were laying cables all over across the country. So among for laid the digital infrastructure, what you're doing is just leveraging it. The last time I told you is we are just connecting to systems. And connecting to the digital infrastructure, and it didn't start today. It started long ago. Abain Biabo Yebi, Kufoba Yebi, Melsa Bio Yebi, Mahama rose it to a different level. And now Mwabana Motwaso. So these things are not things that vice president will come and celebrate. Obiabo Yebi. Now what will connect us to the platforms now will take credit. What about those who even built the digital infrastructure in this particular town? When a man for were laying your friends say fiber optic cables from Accra to Tamale and so forth. The network can leverage on that to provide services to a man for. And also, you see, because people don't want to read, because people don't want to avail their mouth to the realities on the ground, they just fall for some of the trivial things. Because I'm telling you, sir, there is nothing that Bawumia is doing connecting us to we no idea about yebi. But me say the problem is the economy is crashing, and the Ghana need credibility within the international community. The financial side, hope in Ghana's economy. What we have to do is to rehabilitate the tattered economic infrastructure of this particular country. And in rehabilitating the economic infrastructure of this particular country, the vice president is needed. The finance minister is needed. This is the point I will hear to collaborate, bring ideas together and say, okay, even though we are sourcing events and other help from Abonting, but on our own, what can we do to turn the situation around? But do you see anything from them? Nobody is thinking. It is about so consistently we keep sinking because in terms of infrastructure, they have done nothing. Even go to Kumasi. And then they told us over the weekend. His own people realized no, modern some phone check. Come on, MPP vote when you Kumasi no free. Swame enka okwa anka ye na asphalt na tata so kra anka enye we ba okọ chebini na se for na road na ye na dada no because I think their roads were constructed even before Akufo-Addo came to power. Ya tetam we e dey akwa tata so iron asphalt Kumasi no munye wo mejo we run go and check Kumasi on their road last be kofa na me call Obuasi yem kra she me Kumasi to Obuasi road and then o mo we there I don't know I nso to awuntimi mfa kwan no so e do which means nipa no mo no they don't even respect them move them so na we num there because yeah the anoma akwa come beto amai and we num there is the reason why 8 years or 7 years to 6 years into this particular administration Kumasi there is absolutely nothing hospital kra mahama start young ko ya wie no nka at least abaya winim nyansa what you do is okay say me nya hwe kra me wie that particular hospital no ko Kumasi for be use go and check Rose they don't respect the people because over the years, the people have made themselves so gullible to the extent that they will just fall for anything, and it's the reason why the politicians are only capitalizing on the gullibility in the mass gullibility in the system, and they're just playing them out. It's the reason why because Kumasi should not have any reason to complain about bad roads. So see, I offer a cry and so Kusunya. Udru Kumasi, you spend about 3 hours. Oko Kumasi Krona Kabum, me say it has turned into a modern day village. Krona Kabum chem nipa holding against each other. But when you see modern societies are here building, and why na ye road a ebetimi bypass town say me fra Accra na say me ni hwie o Kumasi na me ko Sunyanya, I can just dodge all the traffic and go straight. There is nothing like that. Always we could do traffic for like 3 to 4 hours. And so wait me free Kumasi Kronum at Vasa Kosunya and as what Techimai. Who is that person thinking say these are the real problems? And the Nipana yet to abanity near Niswadihunu. And no one is also niching yana away team that they to. Why is nobody asking questions? What I say? Because politicians not for Nipafu and a moody didn't say because he told them say 2 weeks time you're about to solve the problem. Why not the for the last 10 to 20 years, Nyanya? And this and Karan for Antono. Pure water and as a former and Casa 2 weeks in the Ganko and we hear all these things. Now Babak now we bisa says Kabusi and Yaji will criminal business there. Absolutely nothing to pontificate, absolutely nothing to show for. So clear that you say the government has failed and yet but all Ghanaians they have even failed the unborn because it is their future that is being mortgaged by these individuals. But now bond that you're 100 years, bond that you're 50 years, bond that you're 30 years. 30 years they are in their doors to the extent say 30 years na Akufo-Addo and they are Obana Baba no bebano na ekadi nanim. Obana wunyango no bebano na ekado so di nanim because akokora bi ba ye friend Akufo-Addo ababobosian no e de sika na di nsem hunu agya no hokọ na Canada ye so. That is the point we've gotten to. So me, I believe, sir, you see, these things are we are not motivated by hate. We are not motivated by malice. We are not motivated by any, saying, prejudices and nasophobia. we are trying as much as we can to be very objective and candid to the situation, very real. Yes, belonging to political party as for a big issue, but let us do it with our brains and our mind attached. Let us begin to act probing and critical questions. Say, Nipa no serving me interest, and at any point in time, if you have doubt, say Nipa no is not projecting your interest. You just have to excuse the person. We don't do politics with emotions. We have to be rational. We do pursue politics with the rationality, not emotions. Because you begin to ask the critical questions. I think that we'll be able to forgo a lot of things. Some of these comic characters who very often invade the political atmosphere now, we'll be able to do away with them. Because infrastructure are very, very, very critical. And you expect the vice president to be advocating, say, yes, I'm building infrastructure. Because so we build these schools. For instance, so we Legon Hospital no musi from the scratch say I don't see a fail that particular hospital to capacity now for year juma. Do you think that kwa doctor or year juma kolebu so nkonko year juma? You find nurse say baby or year juma so onjai. It means that infrastructure is giving you an opportunity. Aside say serve the health needs of the people, no, it's also creating avenue for their employment.
Because we find accountants, we find lab technicians, even clean the scrap form.
So building
drivers.
So building such infrastructure in one way or the other has other trickling effect, and some of this effect is a creative avenue for permanent employment. Hospital, your friend say hospital now CCCC, Maritime Hospital, Bank of Ghana Hospital, all rich new hospital building from the scratch. And as well, yes, among more old one will come, but the capacity has been widened in such a way that it's able to accommodate a lot of people. Ghanaians are working there. That is what you do. So no sensible vice president can play down on the importance of your friends, infrastructure. Say digital card. No, other countries that they all have your friends identity for them, but yet they are building roads. America is thinking about how to rehabilitate new road infrastructure for the next 100 years. That is what countries are doing. So if you have failed that, don't go and hide behind that particular failure and say Ghana card ain't. Now Ghana card, we will be a certificate. Before time, not Ghana card was it was in the process of being rolled out. Mahama administration knows about twaso. Ghana card no more and yet the umba 2 and yes, a good ball to go. So it tells you people in the past, people were living doing the Ghana card. But politics in the by signing in Akotugushi, and the for. So you are not the only one with the Ghana card, but Ghana card nuku 4 times and yes, a buyer, nurse no Mahama by Yabini Ababedru say. So you can't just bank all your failure on the fact oh your Ghana card. Ghana card no money per be. Yes, it is important data and as for why we've got into this technological space where a bit me buoyant to develop to certain extent. But you see, we cannot bank. Infrastructure and other things are key. But we remember bisano. Omoko you friend Labadi Kobu among for hospital 2 years ago.
La General Hospital.
The hospital. And the infrastructure who here Ghana card me here until la for no omo yare omo kotena Ghana card you be so omo yade. You see sometimes mpanimfo bi ho kasa they will give you cause to worry. You see me catch say ya nkra obi anim say aban nim yansa. Because unza ya kwa number 1 panie. Nti usuro panie na o catch say oh menye aban pese obeyare nti na wasoma say yemfa mpane mfira kramra me wo se be ya wonyare na wungu ntu ya crowd ena aban nim nyansa o aban dwen nipa ho ba yanyina ba bedu se san aban bi ho nim nyansa aban na ya ade atim se nkorade na omoye aban betimi ya ade wonye nti wankasa kwa no you can exercise a positive discretion, a reasonable discretion far your friends say far more beneficiary to their aban baye because menya sure so kubu hospital because over basi hospital when you are not ready menya sure so collapse am for bank knowing very well say Ghana for over 57,000 in a year more banks and I don't know today no omo boa am for nyuma edwade ni na se for no onkonko gu sa banks no but you find money to resuscitate them, pump money into it because there were measures being taken. Abraham, yeah, auditing we who say, here 9 billion recapitalization fund in certain measures were activated, just to help banks, to come on their knees. Because banking sector and financial challenges in as for no, akwese akrane your friend say a fee they are always moved together. And you know, as a buy no there na way. So some of the measures, you know, last me catch your mergers and acquisition, you infuse capital, you change the board, and as we change the ownership supervisory role, no, is enhanced just to ensure say near my banks in a particular way, no, the government is taking over and those, you see, just to safeguard the financial safety of Ghanaians or Mudo Musika. But because of vindictiveness, a bribe money, a bro, nti. Kenoforia tane ni nuano hwe nipa ni gu amam for bank. State insurance na se for cry. Ya crepo ni nyina. As say the only bank, the only insurance company that is fledgling in this particular country, Kenoforia ta your friend is saying insurance. How can you be so greedy? State insurance, no, is on 18 days. About Bank of Ghana now, of course, it's a data bank workers in Nyina straight to Bank of Ghana. Go and check. Go and check the number of data bank workers are also Bank of Ghana. And this is the results. They have crashed the economy. Because it's about chronism, it is about friends, it is about me namfufo, it is about me old code workers and so forth. So they don't think that they are working for government. They think that they are working in the private enterprise, family business. So they can just do anything silly and get away with it. And unfortunately, when they do, they get away. They get away. Because in the face of what that Kenoforeta has done in this particular country, we see sometimes I am for free say na papa and I criticize I have listened to tons of people within the MPP who are even advocating or who have called for the resignation of the finance minister. Kwabena je Japan. Kwa anya sama okan no. Your friend is saying papa ya wo Accra House of Folk yi. On friend is saying Nyahotamaklo and other staffs.
That's why a suspended member.
Oh, it doesn't matter. But I want suspending, I am suspending. These are reasonable men of conviction. When they see danger, they see. People have had I listened to him the last time, he even admitted. There is a need for a total overhaul. President in a quiet baby because he has failed this particular country. That is why I told you the last time that we need to force them to everybody should go away. Because you see, the failure is such that it's so intense and it's so monumental. Say, Kenoforia ta kwa oni na Akufo-Addo ne ba umu ani so mu nyina gu adem ye to mu gu baby because they have failed this particular country. But you see, politics na no. Principle, morality, conviction to say oh, me na me ka say me be host mu show you. Say me hwese de na mesi kona ntimi mpuli. I'm sorry, I'm going away. Just bring another person. Principal person, that is what you do. You come higher one. Obi yarena owu ono himself prognosis near so poor so obewu. Obe or the president ni bewu on resign. Me say omo obi position na say onim say wo fa na yere. Kura won na yere da obe jama na yere ada because ohia position no. Because black man all they care for is holding on to power. And because they are so vicious and they are so wicked. Power no unya. He's going after weak people. Power not all just to empower people, but just to weaken people, just to remain relevant. And this I will go back to your political radar now. Those who were politically relevant from 2000, 2004, 2008, 2008, is the same names you hear every day. They are not creating space for new crops. So that's why I'm a catcher. I said an MPP it's like a snake pit. Everybody is fighting for territory. They are expanding, and you know they are like vultures. They will not allow people. So they are not building capacity. They are not creating capacity for anybody. So names now what say they are the same names you see them around. But leadership isn't about that. Always there be a point to be able to say failure, but you need to rehabilitate the leadership structure now. Just to infuse new brains, new ideas, new crop of people, new people who will come with certain renewed energy. Say, me breathe new wave of air into the economy or into the governance structure. I bet me go a particular direction. Countries have experimented this; they are successful. China have done it. Your friend is saying several countries have done it, and it's become a success story. Okay. The same crop of people we see them around every day. Yes, Bible more say. Sa Egypt for mu hu omo nei sa mu hu omo biem ba ye dey unfortunately sa Misrim for ye hu omo nei ye be hu omo na hu omo kine hu omo daache because enne na wu hu Akufo-Addo a bo se no ko boy ne da ho etwen wo the very moment that we are okay, no. So this misery will be around for a very long time.
Okay.
We need to be very reasonable.
And I say, maybe a phone line, 0245-954-615, 0245-954-615. But before we friend, a Ghana card in some way, Ivan can want some a buy so wako to agree. Young Koshe say cards no issue in Embra. It's cards na igugu where cards are
Yes.
And during mostly was done during Mahama Mills time.
Yes.
No? I don't know Yapakia NIA penny for NIA board. I should say one question.
Yes.
It's cards ni. It's wow NIA card during Mahama Mills time. No, and just say card na yam printed. Card na yam printed. And now party communicators can say the cards were not printed. The cards were not printed. Cards na yam printed. Yeah, they quite good.
And other way a printy ye. We see young fire politics. Ghana for no young fire politics in Tonjai. Now you elevate your mind. Now you a bit nationalistic. So we almost kind of yeah. Idea way, assessor way, you know, to ball so. And I for just to create impressions there. But me want us to believe say doing Ghana card is all that Ghana needs. But Ghana card no. Ade we wo kan ya woni the door. Ya sesa ni nyina koto ball so ahye no creating impressions so obi anya hwe na omo buy na ye Ghana card when this Ghana card project started even for time say ye aba besin there.
Okay, mama ko amano so hello. Okay, wait me engineer. Okay,
Hello.
good morning.
Good morning.
Me pa for say for na frefi.
Me pa che friend Mensa kan wansa me kaza fin sa ma do agire.
Mensa ko asem so.
Me da se me da Ivan so ache me Ivan innocent Ivan me da na se pa na adwene mu do. Dia tell say ye mpani for we no. Enye ho wansa che Mensa bon so beka say vice president office. Yes, scrabble because when we say useless say you vice president. Uchi me koka say Ghana card interchange is 1,000. Ghana card ya ukita 10 years na aspire one ko renew unye Ghana ni bio. Ye sovereignty as Ghanaians ko ma JFNs are limited. Enya projector mu be ye interchange sa be ye 100 years na wo ho. Say aye kejetia market don ma aye kejetia market 100 years to come kejetia market wo ho. Emu ne ye fe no manchete na nya card ewu ne wan renew a unye Ghana ni. Eti penny funny in fact ye kasa kran just say to stay because ye penny funny there adwene de o ma adwene wo fon papa.
Me that say also fair. Good morning, gentlemen. Your guest is very brilliant and very educated and also speak the reality on the ground. But some Ghanaians are still in support of these people we call leaders. I am Wisdom Patrick from Ablekuma. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Patrick, first of all, Afrefi. Okay, Patrick, my mean too, and I'm not paying.
We are to one matter. Say, we are safe. Now, one for I'm open here. And yet, they are that. For doing so, one fire said, Yankopon to Uncle. And yes, and I owe your guy. I will teach you with you see a politics in tea. Would you know what I can live for when you're 78 years, 77? Ununians. It's a woo, not to open every 3 years. Now about 20 years. No, I catch your worker Ununians every day. Mata, I politics near you, but Yankopon the year for woman before. To all respect, and I'm more and I won't pass. Don't insult the mind. Because
well, I think Ivan has not insulted the president. No. Boss, you can't tell me to listen to you. You can't tell me to listen to you. Ivan has not insulted, and Ivan, for severally on the show, no, as the Claire said, Obu President Akufo-Addo, he respects him, and Ivan has not. So Obi Kacho said, "Oh, adia wo ye no, ono hunyansa ewo mu a, on didi watem ye me pacho." Me pacho. Only 10 seconds to make your point. Now Obi so about man so me pacho.
Okay, no, I can't say ID card here dia tuagu. Na omo ye aso so na Akufo-Addo abo bi sia 30 years. Onko di sika be ye Dubai circle no. Na what me room di tiaka. E ya ba wo ba bi sia ba bu ba bi tia. E dia no so politics ya wo de ka do wa bob e be sia 30 years. Dubai circle na ya Akufo-Addo be tiaka. Oh, everything here can woman make who are going to work on your way.
Yeah, that's it. Say also offer here. obi cook for so ebefre I can categorically say Ivan Betra only do obi atem here, and Ivan ever since I started about active morning show so only do obi atem. He has even said say okay mamenko abano so hello good morning. Okay, but you offer 30 seconds. Now I make you a contribution. Now Obin so afre mamenko message no. So good morning. Let's check planting for foods and job. Couldn't give us food and jobs after 6 years. One district, one factory couldn't give Ghanaians jobs and independence from the Western powers IMF after 6 years. 1 million, one constituency couldn't transform our rural areas. What impact has these policies had on our country? Ukraine and COVID are to be blamed for global crisis. But why do we have leaders? Where are the men some of us were made to believe existed? Scampani, Idi from Teshi. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Patrick for Stefan Alfrefi.
Patrick from Samuel, me Frefi in Sawan Hosai.
Okay, Samuel, I'm into you.
Once a program amoya, I didn't put over about my one sebi friend asa. Sebi Jimmy for be fresh.
Oh no, boss, me Patrick Chesa to aso. Chesa mame. Chesa, me person kas wa Chesa.
Mate Machiasa.
Good, I will make you point.
My point once obi friend no chat ma okan o. No kan class boss, she say sister muso ma be for the wa won register Ghana card who sim. In this case, Ghana card don't register with you. Require no more catches so on frame in 2 months time, but on my January 4. Yeah, can't somebody didn't put over about my number, but must be defending Nanado. Nanado then why on mine? One who said you didn't trapalism, yet to be there. If any women be who they'll sacrifice their virginity for your friends break the 8. What has these people done? Over breaking 8. Now you can't do mind back and Jimmy for that.
Yeah, boss, me patrol police are unified to mame, Mr. Me patrol in communication I train. Ofra make you comment. In fact, the other kind friend ma putting in his place. In patrol, remember you made you mama, Mr. Miana, but Ofra can wasem me sremo pa. Let's have a beautiful conversation. Ivan, what here? On here Ubiaya. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, boss. Medina Nojura.
Okay.
I'm Pacho, Miso Meka, Crawford, you may deal with you.
Pacho,
I'm free, I shall go check.
Okay.
Now Ivan, I'll go point it out. Oh, boy, you might have the Tawati. You be a big Kusiaga. Cano cray, ya. Mahama, the Bidino. Nanado pays you the Bidina. Ubenya farasi fu ebe support to na drop by adenya enye boss yen kano kre kwame ye kan say ba o mi internet yi review odi ba ye internet odi ba mahama na chase mahama crowdfunding to ne ho obi anka so obi e bibia ma obi nto aso na emom wo ye na sa wo to aso me mfe ntu ho ye ye man chichire ye na enye njin enyunyam ne mo ye bia man chirima ye nyina nya so fa so so ni yakopon nya dwuma me da se boss
that's ofre. Good morning. MPP is a disgrace to Ghanaian youth. You can't feed school children. Greetings to Makafui in your studio, Ajano from Kwabinya. Okay, Ajano. Okay, that was when Makafui was in the studio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Patrick for Stefan Alfrefi. Okay, Richard, I'm into an pay.
That's it. I'm sure I'm here. I can't imagine that. And some people are saying, it is that we being quiet. When you say who put you, when you talk money, you say, walk on it.
Richard, who didn't hear my power line? Breaky, Chelsea.
That's a walk with him over to every man when I would do, which is your baby. The band, the double track was right with Jessica. I was job support you. And you make one inquiry. I say, because inquiry. In I have to turn on man, but that's
Richard Alfrefi, a shaman. Also, to my friend 0245 954 615 0245 954 615. Now, you in Como and then I not pay what show no so. Mama share on Facebook. Madam, I say hello. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Boss.
Me Patrick for Stefan Alfrefi.
You're from me, but you go.
Patrick Alfrefi fa.
Alfrefi Odumasi haya.
Okay, Patrick, my into.
Me Patrick. My attack that gentleman there. Mas unikroma ya your mama to say krama ba eno yesi. Bisomo, I'm one of the guys. Yet na yajmo Ghana government we mu. Because any pana okasa no or ma or yearning ma wo fee be to or school fees and say always feeding fee. Said no, I do have no. That gentleman sitting down there, all kind of great check out of my moon. No, on down there, Master AP near me, my boss, because of 50 Ghana cities, open friendly. This near my say. Not a better to say, age in a can of crack. When I feel your mamma to say, a tenny bar or a crown for only mark your tenny. Only I said, regular minister say, we are both for a tenny in our hall. Are you in this country? You're putting for the 2024. Mark my ways.
Okay. Yeah, that's also friend. Pacho, I am to was here. The same pa. Nana or hineba sharing our Facebook or see beautiful analysis. Yeah, that's I say or sharing some more amo obi or say I love this man. Keep it up. Okay. Kweku or say share. Hello, good morning.
Hello, fine morning.
Pacho, first and final free you.
Pacho, Femi, I go me monanyo, me fi voter regi.
Me Pacho, what at say? F4.
My phone you, my phone nama.
Ko asem so miti o.
Yo, Vice President, my governor, ever so mal and miru. Matama bunera munchu. Because government matama buna munchu. Ta mi voter regi. Me waga me local achin timari o power me fine. Ta poma le washu o ma munyamu. Ako Ghana Africa da ba amia dokunu na radwa.
Efo akpe now akpe kaka. Hey Irade ene de. Armstrong Kojo or say Ivan, you are such an intelligent guy. Thank you, Armstrong, for watching us on Facebook. Card GH or say good job. Thank you for watching us. Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ned.
Pacha first and Frefi.
Pacha Frefi. I mention.
I mention Pacha first. Ma wone so kakra ma me wa me show.
Pacha so I branch not to Okasa recognize the papa. I branch to Okasapa Yamishra no Pacha. Okay. Onkoso ankanu kure. I branch to so wakanu kure say chese dachi o future Yamishra no pa.
Okay, yeah, that's also offer. Bro, I don't know why MPP callers don't want to learn from the guy who don't want to learn. The guy who called saying that Innocent has insulted the president. What has he got from MPP? Commander Madina. Then I say, offer. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me patro first and final free.
Me patro your friend Gloria me free in somewhere.
Gloria, I'm into an anope.
Me patro Alvan nyami shran why. Nia oye ni na mo on tin obi kana nsem obi be kana ebuni abem. Onko so anonye ne oye ye tai nechi.
Okay.
Nyankopon be bon ho ban ama obe deliver nsem a ehedin na ye nso na eja ye tie ne dia boy embra na government ne de MPP NDC we di Nyankopon na be ka ye ho na ye oman egina nti ye na Nyankopon hira no nyinche.
Okay.
Ntimi cancel panchire.
Mate, okay, me that's Samuel Motes. Good morning, Ejenim. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Sammy. Ohima Esther, always on point. Ivan, thank you very much. But a very good morning to Ebenezer Gamayo, Bema Camp, Soldier Dia Walk Bema Camp. Okay, Bema Bichawi. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me pacha first and final free.
Kasefi waframe kwa opening kwa miata kasefi abrekuma agape.
Okay, na abrekuma agape to say na no pay.
Mi adume hoye.
Okay, nti ko wasem so.
Yo masema me kan say abrante na oto na okasaye but yenka hu say MPP na ndisi na wo mo amwayen. Wo mo amwayen kwan bia so kopa say wo mo ba ye be ye ama but ye won ye funu be ye di wanu be ye di mako won ye funu nkwan na wo dwen ho ni say anamon a onu tunu say obeya ni ndiye menyin ngasa anti no say ye be di we meti be de na say youth na wo ba no obeya wa dwen ko a wo mo bo na wo mo hwehwema wo mo atu oman ne mpo a ye so ye nto na ye di ho no wo mo abotwo ban no ma Tumpong.
Okay. Me da say. Enti anopa inchen koma eye Ebenezer Gamayo oye military officer o Bema camp uni soja fo nyina mo hwe ye na no pay efi Bema camp san so ye CEO of R&B Apparel anopa inchia kese enkoma opa wo bibia o hwe me efi hello good morning.
Yeah, actual boss. Boy ko ni masaba back bio.
Okay, Pacho ko asem so.
Yes, sir. Okay, if the military high command will be honest with you, government will buy a comparison. 3 soldiers, army officers are pairing just 2 rooms with Oyera no ma. So, Mayeria Benivia. This is Mayira Tuna Oyera, the same kitchen with we are pairing two. Now, cat flight now, just every flat no check that can put on buildings in that Bema camp.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Kono bimbra na akoyi de ne de won say wa hiti apa minim de wako kan abeka no. Kwabna Edubuate no say Ivan, I really like you, very intelligent. Keep it up. Manuel Bonzi watching you live, bro. Good job. And I hear Dome Sierra Gloria or say hi brain Ivan Che Innocent. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Me pacho first for now free.
Pacho Martin because I free Lakeside State
Okay, Martin, mami tio.
Me pacho em say obi kasai no oka ewe. Em say nipa ogo school we no want to ewe na say. Nipa ne kasai we oka say Ewurade assemble friend. But man ngene say ewe no oka no nipa do want say Padu Dua here. And you can train ya upon a car or patches or compare your friends. Ghana card being thousands of interchange now, vice president kind. I don't have some now, okay. Aha, and to know, say, oh, no, cash, yeah, you could be with parents or personality. Now, I don't say, yeah, we have a no catching into another papa.
Okay.
And your mind, your tribalism, or no catch you or car away, no, you probably be just here. Aha. And next one is Ivan so me dana sepa na wache adwen papa. Na onko so anya in hoye.
Okay. Yeah, that's it also ofre yeah. Also wait my friend 0245954615. If 2 or 3 calls be na yeah the commentary no aba area to ube to me frɛ okay we feel Benedicta Hall say good morning Ejenim. I like the discussion going on there. Okay, thank you Benedicta for watching us. Unto wait we do comments aba na yakai mau ene anopay ewo show no. So let me take more of the messages. Honorable Abel Insia. Okay, hello, good morning.
Fine morning.
About your first for our free.
You're very rich, but we free first life. You're very light, we free first life.
Okay, me pacho ko wasam so.
Pacho, be there. Said that before the me I want my jimu baby o. Oh my jimu baby say it even ko do ni enji ekwe to na mu betina ko ensi so. Yeah, about that more. Yeah, economy 225 reach here, but baba buo mo pa.
Masa da producer inifiso mame. Me pacho maka say Ghana ha na ye wo no. Ntokwa ba masa won't French. Me French. Anafo ho no so na ye po na wo ho uni medware. It's important who make a comment. Be very, very careful. We don't subscribe to violence here on the show. The point is to make a point. We are all of us are not happy. I mean, I'm not happy with the current situation in Ghana now. And see, but I don't just say, yeah, they basabasayo and a say or minor. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me pacho first for now free.
Me prefer Kasua.
Your first say.
Your friend Isaka Mohammed.
Isaka ko asem so.
Enya bro, na ye brepa ewa me wa Kasua yele container. Ya tu amana ma ko pa but say na nya ma no kon ye brepa ye nya kan to shi. Nya si wa nsusu dipana okatiro mo no. Me dana tipa oni mukata pa okata pa pa. Nkutu sa chuko muta.
Mate Mr. Kyei, I say also friend. Me family last caller na ya den komotwetwe no aba ewieye na ye nto so na ye ne nkomo no embre wieye. Okay. Okay. Obi say me send the tweet na me kan ye no Kojo upon Chroma tweet no. Okay. I will send it to you after the show. Okay, my last caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Me patch for seven hour free.
Mbacho me the entry boy me kasa free kaneshi.
Okay, entry. Yanko.
Yo. No kran kasa ne say on mine na yetimo na kasa no damage to its like last degree ka say we are the hwe ba no kran kasa ne say Nanado is not acting as a president but rather enjoying his childhood fantasies as a president. So, these our leaders are just playing on their intelligence. Me free as simple to as central na me. Honorable Kenneth Jane Lumusa, I think say or Kasama youth, but free as simple to promo call no Kasani Chroma syndrome from Kwani to Kwai. Me so. Opa for number we for now once be frame interview na member. Me can somewhere am better. How we wiki do? But actually Ivan, but more than.
No, I say, my last caller, me that say, yeah, the course no ABC, ha, yembre no aye be pa. Yeah, I say to me friend, mo share on Facebook ni na yeah, that say, message somebody to Facebook ni na ya kan ni na, and as mo send the WhatsApp message ni na, yeah, be that say. Me call Ivan for the last words, na yeah fa jumedie no, embe
yeah, I know. So you see, we all admit we are in a crisis. Omonya Ghana for multi outside. Who Ghana said no, the future is very bleak for us because where economic position at this particular time and near every well-meaning, reasonable person be international assessing the situation on the ground that clearly you see say Ghana is gradually sinking into a ditch.
Sure.
Omonya report here about here and right. You bisa Ghana for tenor. Emunai say Ghana is heading toward a ditch.
That's the Afrobarometer report.
These are the realities on the ground. But you see. So, yes, ignorance is bliss. Certain individuals are such that you can't even save them from themselves. What I say, they are beyond redemption. Because Nema a motivated amount for my party, ne politics, sometimes I am more with them. But you know, drew a point, and I just say the name the Indian now drained by your politics and your emotions, and then yet those tribal orientation, tribal prejudices. And I mean, I'm free hand, I see a say now you are looking at value in the individuals. It is at that point only when we can get a conviction to be asking people questions. I didn't know say I didn't know and say that is why we'll be able to ask the probing question. It's unfortunate. Say, wherever you go, you see sustained bad governance. The people are either accomplices or sponsors. And we've gotten to a point that we are now liberating ourselves. We don't want to be accomplices anymore. We don't want to be victims. We don't want to be sponsors. We rather want to be active participants. We believe that power must fall from the elite now. Or more encroaching the corridors of power. Now that particular power must fall into the larger majority of Ghanaians. But for us to accept that particular power, we must be conscious, we must be viable, we must be very sensible in exercising our political discretion going forward. Sure. And that is exactly what we are doing. Subjecting leaders into intellectual and critical scrutiny. Governance na mo na when governance na yemfa enyini na asefo na ye governance o. Enyini no ye didi akonwa wa kurase. When you know, but when you come to say, yeah, mine act for about your mind that change you have no reason to play. We are going to judge you based on your conduct. We are going to judge you based on the name over here. And you see, past presidents have suffered the same fate. What I say, it is not about money. It is about what are you doing. We are living in a country where the country is heading towards a ditch. And the people who are supposed to help us salvage the situation, are grown-up people. We expect them to say, oh, it will come to bear. When you turn around, you don't see all these things. We have a fanciful president who travels around in a private jet at the time and in crew for air complaining. And you think all is well, and you think because the president is a grown man and we should not talk about the fact yes, I am away. When you're at that particular age, it should be enough reason for you to realize the fact you are messing up. Because Ghana is heading towards a ditch. How much more will be reasonable? What I say? So that is why I told you, we are not motivated by malice, persuasions of any nature, but the fact is, baby, Ghana economy. Sebi obi a onni amanyosem ho hwe obi a onni no inclination to governance and economics and asefo can even feel the screams from the economic atmosphere and will admit say indeed Ghana is in crisis and people who have managed this particular country are managing us in a worst fashion rippling effect in their buying so it is about time young committee who to the general cause say we need to demand from them because Bosiani Sika ya general na se for no nobody has accounted to us there no more modi sika na ye COVID-19 sika ba kroma there no modi aye but these are penny for mo ye so being penny no should be enough basis for you to be able to lead your friends a life or you account to people because that is all that democracy is about and now hene and now because say na ye nanom na kwa akon no mokokon ye na omowu na abeduru me so democracy sanse bunu so it is about who has what and a man for invested power in you at a particular point in time so what's free say when you now hene na wo party go to doma oni doma hene kasa obema okonwa ma wadi otumfo so obia metran criticize no matana kasa a criticize your friends doma hene da because obia nje no tax man no this is a president we have entrusted the state, the destiny of this particular country into the future of omo yawo omonne eno omo ayanwo omonne nyina ya daache no nsa ene to engineer to ensure say obetimi agive a safe drive to the future and this is the person who has proven say he has nothing to offer. It's about him no being happy and the few individuals are just capitalizing on the cluelessness of the president and they're just messing and toying with the future of this particular country. People are still in the broad day. In the end, nothing happens. CDD report in a say the bribe taking in Asafo. Go and look at where the judiciary police in Asafo. Obi friend or come back my campus. So yeah, for a young guy, are devoted to everything to serve their country. Just go and look at the living conditions of my team, especially the junior ranking officers no more Bema camp no. Said we cannot be some are sharing kitchen and as a for no. Baby but a single room ne obi ne yere ne man that. But these are soldiers even though they don't go to war, but circumstances they need one nipa na accommodated and say I'm available whenever the nation is in need in terms of security and I will live comfortably. They should live comfortable. Go to the various police barracks. Very often me and kasa metena ha
police barracks
me and kasa metena ha I criticize the police. So lack of professionalism but on the other side go to the police we not living condition boys in the team young guys are or dream to become police you be under far protocol or be high and dream to become police they are very passionate they are very committed serving that particular country in that particular direction. Go and look at the living conditions of my team. It's like what's your poverty warrant? And there are some who will do the excesses by engaging in bribing and for just to survive, even though it's not justifiable. My culture says every single human being on planet Earth, is susceptible to being corrupt. What they need is incentive and opportunities. So as government, you need to take away the incentive and opportunities. And in taking that particular away, it means you are giving them a livelihood and they will turn their mind away from corruption. Because one year always and always, they will look at other means of survivor because the ostentatious lifestyle of a 78-year-old man who is supposed to be very remorseful, who is supposed to be very moderate.
78-year-old man,
but we put emphasis on it. Say he's a grown man. We are not dealing with a child. We are leading with a grown man. So you expect them to exercise positive discretion. But we got to a point where Vice President sometimes one who nimna otia we say anakra kasa e na se panyini. Ombaka to say Vice President say hey na sa Vice President kasa. Obiba kasa be say hey panyini, these are grown men, you expect them to be very reasonable in exercising discretion that will usher the future of this particular country into area the larger Ghanaian dream will become feasible. This is all that we are asking for. We are not asking for much. But you don't mind that chance engineer the affairs of the particular state. You made promises, you told us we are doing this. Now you are bastardizing Obi Okroma. And you are Akufo-Addo then as a foreigner. Then on 1 year John Mahama in 2016. All the way to the extent at some point in time, the wife of the vice president will catch the sitting president, so you're useless. We are free. Samira Baumia, a court tema, Mahama say Mahama is useless. You see, they should give us a break. Now the table has turned. You are yes, incompetence and more are such that who describe it and you want Ghanaians to go to forget about it because when you kodi, but as long as you continue to mess up, we are going to tell you because nobody is going to sit out or fold our arms and watch an 78-year-old man destroy the future of this particular country. Okay. Ghana is a wreckage-bound ship that is speeding at a tall speed. Somebody need to slam on the brake to stop this eventual crash, and that is what some of us are seeking to do. We are not motivated by malice, prejudice, or anything. We just want this nonsense to stop, and that is what we are doing. And we will continue to persist in our demand to ensure the right thing is done. Nobody is going to stop us.
Okay, police project say 10 most corrupted corrupt institutions in Ghana. Now, source we report we if stretch. Yeah, stretch. High streets. Yeah, no more. Yeah. Now, Osha, I think they are still the defending champions. Ghana Police Service. If you are about immigration, if you are about GRA Custom Division, then now about Lands Commission. That fourth. Fifth, driver and vehicle license authority, DVLA. If you are not about passport office, not about judicial service, the point Ivan is trying to make is our judicial should not even be part of any corrupt activity. But almost the seventh, not about National Intelligence Bureau, not about National Road Safety Authority, and a Ghana Prisons Service. So these are the 10 most corrupt institutions in Ghana at the moment. Stratch and reported by a Stratch corruption reports and a omode aba aha and yede dwumedie no ebesi meda Ivan Kyei innocent as say obeka yensa and an pain that's ne osama beka yensa na yatwe nkomo afa Ghana ho Mr. say and I'm saying this again on for the past months Ivan Abba showed this, he has never insulted the president. He has never, and I don't think he will ever do. And ever since I started watching Ivan, I have never seen him insult any president, the president of the republic, and as the vice president on any show that I've watched him. So, me the agent in Boaten, Jay, that production team that's a wisdom, Moses Too Sweet, as a Clifford, Abaiwa, any team in some boy a year production Ebrel and not pay last minute message biaba mankind Ghanaians should stop blaming God for the hardship. It's Ronaldo Baumia who is Ghana's problem. More hardship ahead of Ghanaians because no country is ready to support Ghana. And now roads and interchanges are not vulnerable for Nana Ado, but Ghana card. Gilbert, National Errand Boy. Thank you for your message, Gilbert. It's Moshe, watch our active morning show. Also with the ladies. Danaba, Mamia Bana Fabia, Ebetrase, One, Mame Yabwat Masikaye, Edin Komodushe, Ebebro, Ewo active morning show, Friday edition. Yamin Shao, stay active and see beyond.